those discussions are going on. The president will make his decision, I'm confident, soon, but not before he's had a chance to hear back from myself, from others who are having conversations in Europe at this time, the meetings at the Munich conference, and of course the meeting with Chancellor Merkel will be very important on Monday. And then when the president deems it necessary or is ready, he will make his decision.
Russia continues its slow-motion invasion of Ukraine, an invasion that has killed more than 5,000 people in the past year and continues uninterrupted despite Western tongue lashings and modest sanctions. You saw him there, John Kerry, the U.S. Secretary of State, who has offered Ukraine some token support, really little more than blankets and medicine, but no weapons, especially the modern weapons Ukraine would need to defend against first-rate Russian weapons like T-80 tanks and sophisticated electronic equipment. A leading Russian democracy activist and critic of Vladimir Putin and former grand chess champion is Garry Kasparov, and he joins us now from New York to talk about this. Welcome back to the program, Mr. Kasparov. What do you make of the West talking while Putin invades?
That says everything. The West keeps talking and Putin keeps pushing forward. I'm sick and tired of hearing all these tough comments from President Obama, Vice President Biden, Secretary Kerry, and European leaders that are falling short of offering Ukraine meaningful assistance to deter Russian aggression. I don't understand what kind of diplomatic solution. We're talking at a time when everybody agrees, even those who are trying to be cautious, everybody agrees that we are dealing with naked aggression. A powerful country has been trying to carve a piece of territory, quite a sizable piece of territory of its neighbor. And if it's aggression, so how can you find a diplomatic solution, which means that there will be some form of compromise? And I wonder what kind of compromise Kerry, Biden, Merkel, Hollande, and others are ready to offer Mr. Putin, to give up Crimea, to reduce or to eliminate even these modest sanctions. So at a time when Russian economy is in trouble and Putin definitely has to make some big decisions and Ukrainians are ready to fight, it's quite amazing to see the tragic replica of the events that shook Europe in late 30s.
The last time you were on our show, you said banks, not tanks, as in Russia's exposure economically is the way to pressure it. There have been some sanctions. Do you believe that they could be tougher, or do you think that the time for sanctions is past and now the United States and NATO has to help out with at the least arms sales and maybe even with boots on the ground?
Who said one excludes another? But let's make clear, we are not talking about boots on the ground. Because Ukraine doesn't ask for foreign soldiers to protect her soil. Ukrainians badly need some sophisticated weapons against Russian tanks, against Russian planes, air defense, and also radars to detect Russian artillery. That's what is needed. And even with modest supply of this badly needed equipment, Ukrainians will be able to defend their territory. And while we're talking about guarantees for any ceasefire accord, any truce, any agreement, we should remember that 20 years ago, Ukrainian territorial integrity was guaranteed by the United States and by the United Kingdom, with signatures of Bill Clinton and John Major, in exchange for Ukraine giving up its nuclear weapon. And few people remember that Ukraine, under pressure from the United States, agreed to move to Russia its third largest nuclear arsenal in the world, bigger than England and France combined. Again, there was a guarantee. Now, who is going to believe the guarantees from the United States if the signature of Bill Clinton is considered to be worthless?
You're so right, and I think that's probably terrifying. The Baltic states and Poland. Garry Kasparov, it's a pleasure to see you again. I'm sorry that the news is so bad, but I look forward to checking with you again because we need your common sense in these difficult times. More Source.
Hopefully next time we'll have better news. Thank you.
I hope you're right, Mr. Kasparov.